Okay, so today we got a pretty exciting little update here, on the Marvel Strike Force blog regarding the Blitz spotter. They're now finally cracking down on Blitz spotters. You are not going to be able to Blitz spot anymore. You will get banned for it, if you continue doing it. And they made a little blog post about it here. I'm going to read through it and talk a little bit about it. I'm mostly happy about it, but there's something that's I just don't see why they made the decision they made, and we're going to be talking about that. But let's just get right into it. So, crackdown on Blitz cheating. One of the topics that has been actively discussed for the past few months has surrounded the Blitz feature. As this is one of the methods used to release new characters into the game, we understand that players have concerns of a small number of players that claim to be using third-party application or scripts, aka bots, a Blitz bots. That's basically, if you've been on Reddit or anything like that, you might have heard of Blitz bots. As I said, it's where they release characters, so it's pretty important, to get high scores, if you want a character at, high stars and all of that, because, a character can be pretty important to have that. Let's take for instance, Mr. Sinister. We all know of Mr. Sinister, and he's, one of the instances where, high yellow star, high red star, it's very important for him because he needs that for his clone and all that. So, if he has low yellow star, low red star, he's not useless, but he just has so much less use, compared to what you would have with high stars. And so, whenever a character releases to Blitz, and if they're like Mr. Sinister, you want to try and aim high, get high scores, get high unlocks and all that. And Blitz spotting, can come in and ruin that. So yeah, and then to use Blitz bots to interface with emulators to play Blitz while they are away from screen. And this has been discussed at length by many members of the studio, as we don't want to jump to conclusions or make any hasty decisions. Upon many months of investigation and in discussion, we have a plan to place to move forward. Okay, so as I said, this has been discussed at length by the whole team, the members at the studio, about using Blitz spotting. Because what essentially Blitz spotting is that it's a script that runs, that automatically Blitz for them. If you've been around, game for a long time, you've probably heard the term Blitz, not Blitz, but botting being used. Especially, like I played the RuneScape for a long time ago. I played it a lot, and botting is pretty common. It's still pretty common to this date. It's basically, the same sense there. They put up a script, that does something automatically, whether it's mine, chop wood, fish, or something like that, RuneScape. It's the same here, with blitzing, they put up an automated script that, it goes through all your saved squad, just enters battle, and presses the auto button, the team just autos through it, and then it cycles through all your teams, and then when it's done, it waits, for 2 hours, and when 2 hours has gone by, and your team has reset, or your first team starts to reset, it starts the cycle all over again. Press play, auto it, and it circles to the next team, automatically enters battle, press auto, and yeah, that's basically what Blitz spotting is. It just auto plays to Blitz all your sales squad into Blitz, and you might end up losing some, but you will probably win most, as you want to use short to win Blitz teams. So yeah, you end up racking a pretty high score with that, because you can run it 24/7 basically. So whether you're at work, whether you're sleeping, whether you went on a vacation for 3 days, you can just put the Blitz spotting on, and it will just auto Blitz every 2 hours, and basically get the max amount of points you can with putting teams on auto. So it's kind of rigged the system a little bit, because someone that actually spends a lot of time distance themselves from social life for 3 days or something, maybe they call in sick to work, something, because they want to aim high for Blitz, get a high score or something. They kind of get cheated out of the score just because of Blitz spotting. Imagine spending 3 days, barely any sleep, anything at all, just constantly being on the game, and then you lose to someone that just has an automatic script running. Yeah, it sucks, and it has been a problem in the game. There's been lots of posts about it, and finally it's being resolved. And they said they didn't want to make any hasty decisions. I kind of don't get that, because okay, it's not the same as Blitz spotting, but remember the orange material event or challenge? I did make a video about that too. If you're interested in checking that out, what that was, if you didn't get it. But yeah, it was basically that, you know, the challenge for the ability materials, you know, the tier 10, 11, 12, I think that's the highest tiers, you know, they were pretty easy, you know, even though the enemy were like 60, 70k characters, you know, they had insanely low damage or anything like that, so you could just breeze through it and, you know, just win. It didn't take them that many days, you know, until it was discovered. They basically said, yeah, we're changing that, you know, right away because it's not intended. But, you know, with Blitz spotting, it's basically a little cheating. They're like, we can't make a hasty decision here yet. We kind of have to think this through. No, I don't know, this player, he probably spent some money. I don't know, shouldn't make too hasty decisions on him, you know. I don't know, it just seems weird that don't want to make a hasty decision on stuff like this. That's basically an outcry in the community, you know. You basically can read about it about every day if you go on Reddit or something. So yeah. And then, to be clear, the use of third-party application, bot scripts that simulate player activity in Blitz is considered cheating. So no, it hasn't been considered cheating before. It just, I don't know, it baffles me a little, but in a way I can kind of see it like third-party applications, you know. BlueStacks would probably contest that, and you know, I know a lot of players use that, a lot of YouTubers use that, I use it myself. You know, it's just basically so you can play phone games on your computer, you know, emulate them, but it's not for cheating, you know, basically learn bits, but it's more legit. So I don't know, it's kind of been a little line between that, I think, you know. What would they consider, you know, being cheated? What is, you know, fair use, like BlueStacks, you know, that instead of, you know, just saying that every third-party software or whatever is cheating, because, you know, BlueStacks probably wouldn't be allowed then. So probably that's why, but it's still a little weird that they haven't made a stance on Blitz cheating until now. You know, it's been such a problem, just define the line between it, you know, just easily. As this is the first official declaration by the studio that the alleged Blitz bots are considered cheating, we will not be permanently banning players retroactively. So that means anybody that has been using Blitz bots up until now, nothing happens. They get to keep their rewards, you know, everything you know, they acquired to blitzing using the Blitz bots, you know, they just get to keep. It just sounds stupid. I don't know, maybe it's because they don't have any way of knowing, you know, who did use it, you know that this already happened, you know, such a long time ago maybe. But it just seems so stupid that, you know, it's been okay to use Blitz spotting up until now. So that means basically for the past month, you know, I could have been Blitz spotting. You know, I missed my Call Obsidian milestone by, I think, 2 million points. So instead of, you know, actually spending a lot of time blitzing on him trying to get that milestone by just, you know, missing out of it anyway, I could have just run a Blitz spot and, you know, easily gotten that milestone anyway, and nothing would have happened. It seems so stupid. You know, at the minimum, give a warning or something to those that have done it. If you don't want to ban them, just at least give them a warning. That's my opinion, at least. So, however, any player that used the third-party software in question as of this date, no, this date here, June 25, 2020, so as of today, you will risk being banned from your account permanently. So that means, you know, right now, if you're using Blitzbot, you know, for there's currently Unity event, you know, that kind of requires you to blitz if you want the Unity orbs, you know, because you get one for each, you know, Blitz battle you win, or you get Unity orb fragments. So, you know, using a Blitzbot is definitely lucrative at the moment. So, you know, if you're using that or something like that, you know, you have been giving a second chance right now, you know, just turn it right up now. You've given a second chance, don't use it anymore and nothing will happen. Continue using it and you will most likely get banned. So, thank you for your patience while we establish a plan to move forward. So, it might have taken them a lot of time to, you know, get through it and all that, but, you know, it's finally done. I'm happy that, you know, they've actually finally done something about it. I just don't think, you know, they definitely used too much time to actually do something about it, but it's finally done, so at least that's something, you know, I'm pretty happy about that. And they did get some stuff done, but, you know, they could have been more vocal about it, saying that, you know, yeah, we have an update for you, we are getting closer to a solution on the Blitz spotting, we are looking into it, all that, you know, just keep us regular updated, instead of basically being months and months upon silence, what it feels like, you know, people outcrying everywhere on the forums and stuff like that. So yeah, anyway, Blitz spotting is done. You know, there's not going to be any Blitz spotting more because you will most likely get banned for it. And yeah, that was basically the video. So, you know, thank you guys for watching. You know, if you liked the video, consider leaving a like, subscribe for more content. You know, I usually make Marvel Strike Force and Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes videos and stuff like that, so if you're interested in that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.